Hello, hello, how are you? It's Michelle. Welcome to my channel. Let's talk about it. I just want to say thank you for being here. And for those of you who catch me later, thank you also for being up, showing up. There's no time like your time. And when you show up, it's the right time. So today it's a fabulous 9 degrees outside. And you know what? I just came back in. I was washing my, that power wash thing. I was power washing my back terrace. The water was cold. Thank God there was no wind. But you know what? Hello, Miss Wilma. How are you? What's the weather like in your neck of the woods? Um, so yeah, even though it's cold and it's winter, sometimes I just need to get outside and imbibe the fresh air. So that's what I did today. Got wet, it was fine. And, our bodies adjust to the weather. It's amazing because once I started power washing that terrace, I started feeling warm because, of course, I'm dressed to insulate myself against the 9-degree weather. But the good news is the sun was shining, not quite where I was washing my terrace, but that's okay. So I hope your Saturday is going fabulous. Mine is going well. And you know why it's going well? Because I choose to believe that. I am happy I can go outside, do some work, get some fresh air. I'm not in a hospital. I'm not anywhere else other than where I am. And I'm happy to be here. And of course, I'm here to chat to you. Now, today, I want to talk about laughter. Now, I love laughter, although sometimes I tend to be very serious minded. However, I do have my moments, and when I laugh, I really get into it. Now, I read something the other day that I'm going to read to you today, and let me know if it makes you laugh. So, dear Wilma says she's good, and it's pretty nice weather here too. Now, Wilma lives in Sweden. There are two people I know in that neck of the woods, and yeah, they can get some crazy weather up north too. So I think we're probably having the same fun weather. At least it's not raining. It has been raining the last couple of days. And even so, I love the rain. So yes, I haven't met a weather I didn't really like yet. So listen up, guys. Let me read what I saw the other day that really cracked me up. Now, here's the thing. What is AAADD? That's 3 A's and 2 D's. It's called age-activated attention deficit disorder. Never heard of it. But of course, I'm going to, as I read to you, I'm sure you're going to get the general idea. So this is how it manifests. I decide to water my garden. As I turn on the hose in the driveway, I look over at my car and decide it needs washing. Oh, by the way, guys, full disclosure, this is not me. This is a joke that I got, but it's just so funny. As I start walking towards the garage, I notice mail on the porch table that I brought up from the mailbox earlier today. I decide to go through the mail before I wash the car. I lay my car keys on the table that had the mail, put the junk mail in the garbage can under the table, and I notice that the can is full. So I decide to put the bills back on the table and take the garbage out first. But then I think, since I'm going to be near the mailbox when I take out the garbage anyway, I may as well pay the bills first. I take my checkbook off the table and I see that there is only one check left. My extra checks are in my desk in the study. So I go inside the house to my desk where I can find the check leaves, and I find a can of Coke I had been drinking. I'm going to look for my checks, but first I need to push the Coke aside so that I don't accidentally knock it over. The Coke is getting warm, and I decide to put it in the refrigerator to keep it cold. As I head toward the kitchen with the Coke, a vase of flowers on the counter catches my eye. The flowers need water. I put the Coke on the counter and I discover my reading glasses that I've been searching for all morning. I decide I better put them back on my desk, but first I'm going to water the flowers. I set the glasses back on the counter. fill a container with water, and suddenly spot the TV remote. Someone left it on the kitchen table. I realize that tonight, when we go to watch TV, I'll be looking for the remote, but I won't remember that it's on the kitchen table. So I decide to put it back in the den where it belongs, but first I'll water the flowers. I pour some water in the flowers, but quite a bit of it spills on the floor. So I set the remote back on the table, get some towels, and wipe up the spill. Then I head down the hall trying to remember what I was planning to do. At the end of the day, the car isn't washed. The bills aren't paid. There is a warm can of Coke now sitting on the counter. The flowers still don't have enough water. There is only one check in my checkbook. I can't find the remote. I can't find my glasses. And I don't remember what I did with the car keys. Then, when I try to figure out why nothing got done today, I'm really baffled because I know I was busy all day and I'm tired now. I realize this is a serious problem and I'll try to get some help for it. But first, I'll check my email. Do me a favor, forward this message to everyone you know because I don't remember who I sent it to. Don't laugh. If this isn't you yet, your day is coming. I tell you, when I read this, I was dying with laughter. But it speaks a lot. It's a joke, but it speaks a lot. We get so distracted so very easily. It's amazing. Like I am human. I get distracted too, but I'm kind of roping it in here. And the funny thing is, we usually get distracted when it's something that we're doing at the moment that we're really not wanting to do, and find another way to circumvent it or to delay doing it. And then this is how it starts, the ripple effect. And at the end of the day, we look and we say to ourselves, oh my God, I didn't do this. I didn't do this. I had so much to do. What have I done? And then, unfortunately, we start beating ourselves up. Now, there is a way around this, folks. I have a set of cards here, my little notes. I don't think you'll see them, but they're just little cards. And what I do, I have a box with my cards, and I write on those little cards things that I need to do. And if I can, I collate them in, order of what it is I have to do. But here's the thing. When you have them on little pieces of paper, all the same size, it's easy for you to grab them all up, keep them in an order, and then just go through them and cross out what you've done. The things that you have not done, ask yourself, how important is it? Do I need to do it? And make a decision. Either you cross it out or you write it some other way where it will get your attention and get it done quickly. I find that works. Now, what I find that works for me may not work for you, but it's the starting point. I also have long pieces of paper. And what I find about long pieces of paper is that it's a bit overwhelming because when you have a piece of paper, an A4, something like this, and you have a long list and it keeps getting longer, and especially if you put a number on those things to do, it becomes a little overwhelming, especially when you look at the list and you see you have 25 on there and maybe 2 crossed out. It's not empowering. So I find when it's little and it has space for 3 or 4 or 5 things to do, and you cross 1 or 2 out, you feel like you've accomplished something. And it gives you a little bit more of an incentive to work on the next 4 that need to be done. So just a tip, little smaller pieces of to-do lists are more helpful than the big long ones. Things, things, there will always be something to do, always. But what makes the difference in doing any of those some things is giving it a priority. Do I need to do this today or a week from now or never? It's just like clothing. You have clothes in your closet you haven't worn for 3 or 4 years. And the fashionistas say that if you haven't worn something in your closet for, I think, a year or two, three the max, then you don't want it. Get rid of it. It's just taking up space. And that brings me to another thought. The universe, we all want stuff, and we all think and ask and pray and whatever it is. Now, because we live in a world of energy and somebody bigger out there than you and I, they want to give us all we want because there is abundance everywhere. We're the only ones putting the limitation and the restrictions on ourselves. But I find, and I also learned this from Oprah, that whenever you ask for something, whether, indirectly or directly, when I say directly, you ask somebody like, your sister, your brother, your husband, your mother, whatever, or indirectly, the universe, you'd like to have this, make some space for whatever it is you want. Now, I want to tell you what happened to me last night. So I went to the supermarket with my husband, and when we go shopping together, I have my list, he doesn't, and he does whatever, that's fine. However, when we went shopping yesterday, and after we finished shopping, well, during the walk, during the grocery aisles, he said, oh, you know what? There is a store next to the supermarket that I went, and I saw a beautiful coat for you, a nice color, Don't know if it's still there. And I said, oh, okay, I don't need another coat. That's what I said. I don't. So we finished the grocery shopping, and we put the stuff in the car, and we looked across. Well, he looked across to the store. He said, oh, it's open. Let's go look. I'm like, okay. I am not a shopper, folks. So we went to the store, and I think there were probably 4 people in the store because it was getting close to closing time. And he walks in and he said, it was there. I know it was there. It was right there. I said, well, maybe somebody bought it. Because remember, guys, I'm not a shopper. I couldn't care less. And he said, no. It's got to be here. So I'm walking behind this man who's looking for this coat. And he's like, it's mustard color. You got to see it. And I'm like, okay. And he said, I found it. They put it over there. And don't you like this, Michelle? And I'm like, yeah, it's a beautiful color. I like mustard. And I said, oh, I have a mustard coat, but it's not here. It's in Florida. And he's like, and how is it going to help you there? So we started laughing. And then he said, here, try this on. And I tried on the coat. Oh my God, folks. Nice coat. Beautiful color. Mustard with black. I should have thought of this before I would bring it up so you could see it. And it fit perfectly. Hello, Blue Fire. Thank you for joining. How are you? And I put on the coat, and he said, well, do you want it? I said, but I have a coat. Thank you. I share the love with you too. So he said, well, the one you have on, you've had it for years and it's too long. And I'm like, okay, fine. I'm telling you, folks, consciously, I was saying, I don't want it. Then I thought to myself, I need to be open to receive. And that's just what I did. I stopped myself and I said to him, okay, fine, beautiful. Thank you. And we picked it up, and he walks around the store. And I tell you, my husband's a shopper. He says, oh my God, look at this. And he got me the little hat, winter hat to go with it, and matching gloves. He got me a mustard glove and a black glove. So I am dressed to the T. Got my mustard hat and my gloves. I guess I'll have to give you a picture when I get dressed. And, we checked out and everything. And I thought, oh my God, this is fabulous. When I got home, do you know what I did? My trusty old black woolen coat that I've had for years. And I must be honest, I've had it for years. And I found out just maybe a month ago when I started to put it on that it has 4 holes. I've never seen the holes before in my coat, but I love it. I live in it in the winter. And it's at the elbow, and it's at places where I can't really fix. And I think that's probably why my husband said, I need to get you a new coat because it's crazy. But here's what I did. I folded up that black coat, and I'm going to donate there's a coat drive, where you give gently worn coats to somebody else who needs it. And I'm going to give that coat away. So here's how it works. I didn't make space for the new coat. but the universe showed up and gave it to me. I didn't reject it. I received it, thankfully. And having done that, now I'm going to pass on to someone else. I'm going to give it to somebody else that can, receive it as well. So the moral of the story basically is this: you have to make room when you ask for things in your life. Make room, make space for it to receive it, and be open to receive, even when you don't ask for things and people are giving you. Remember, the people who choose to give to you, they also play a role in your life. You have to understand that they're giving, you're receiving, and when you give to, somebody else is receiving. So it goes in a circle. We're all working together, and we all help each other to evolve to our different levels. So that's my little story for today. Laugh a little bit more, laugh a few seconds. Like I said, when you laugh, the dopamine in your body gets all excited and you feel wonderful. And not only that, it really makes you feel good. So make space, clean out that closet. If you haven't worn something in your closet for 2-3 years, chances are you never will. Maybe you've gotten too skinny, too fat, whatever. It's no longer trendy. Just fold it up, give it to, the Red Cross, the Yellow and White Cross, wherever there is a place where you can donate gently used clothing. And not just for clothing, maybe appliances, accessories. Pass the love on. Leave some room in your life to receive. And it's just like a glass, an empty glass. An empty glass is open to receiving. A full glass isn't. So you'll be pouring stuff on it and it's going to just keep pouring over. And what's the sense of that? It's called waste. So that's my little 2 cents for today. Okay, maybe more than 2 cents, $1. But the point is, I hope you have a fabulous weekend. And remember, take the time to laugh today. Somebody else will be smiling with you as well. All righty, I am going to have a drink of water and then get on with some more work. Have a great day, guys, and thank you so much for being here. And Blue Fire 56, I appreciate you being here. Bye, Wilma. Have a great day and keep warm. Bye, everybody.